I'm really gonna miss Newfoundland when I go. This is a beautiful province full of amazing people. Yesterday, when I was really tired out at the end of the day after long drive and going for a walk with the kitty cat, I was sitting in McDonald's just trying to relax and unwind and have a quick little meal, and a guy walked by, must have noticed that I was looking kinda rough around the edges and tired, and he stopped for a minute to chat, asked what was up, how I'm doing, and little things like that can brighten your day up so much when someone just goes out of their way to show a little bit of kindness. And this province is full of folks like that. I really, really want to come back another time. I rushed through way too much on this trip, and so many places that I've passed through, I wish I could stay a whole week and really get to meet people, or stay a whole month, or even stay for a lifetime. It's an amazing place. I headed off down the road from Grand Falls-Windsor this morning, westbound, and I was only really planning on making it to Corner Brook again, a couple hours down the highway, but instead I burned a full tank of gas and spent about 5 hours on the road with a good break in Corner Brook, and I made it all the way back to Channel Port aux Basques. I booked my spot on the ferry for tomorrow. I got looking at the weather, and it's gonna be nice Thursday and Friday, and then rain after that, and I really didn't want to get stuck if the boat wasn't gonna run. And I want nice weather for the crossing anyways, so I can look out at the ocean, not just be stuck inside the cab of the ferry out of the rain. So we made a lot of miles today, and I am pretty tired as I'm talking to you. I'll get on the ferry tomorrow, and another 7-hour ride across the water. It's gonna be rough, but I'll be okay. I don't get seasick, but I do get a little bit funny in the head from it. Part of it is the rumble of the boat. It's constant, heavy rumble from the engine. But backtracking through places I've been already, I couldn't really think of things that I wanted to check out. If I set my mind to it, I definitely could have found things to check out, but we stopped in Corner Brook for the afternoon and found a good walking trail to go down so I could tire the kitty cat out. I feel bad sometimes that so much of her life so far has been spent just sleeping on the passenger seat of the truck, but then I remind myself that she's in a lot better place than she was when I found her. Corner Brook here is just a wonderful city. It's got so many different places to check out, and I found a real gem this afternoon. It's called the Corner Brook Stream Trail Network, and it runs all through the city, really. There's more trails than I had time to check out, but spent a good couple hours walking around, and the kitty cat was well behaved. Every time we run into someone on the trails, they're so impressed how she just stays with me, and so many people remarked, like, I've never seen someone walking a cat on these trails. And I thought that I had tired her out. She hung out beside a bench long enough that I just sat down on it and read for a bit and relaxed. And then when we got back up, she was still just full of energy. The trails follow this stream that runs all through the city, and it's an awesome place. Kitty Cat always finds cool things to check out. Sometimes she climbs up a tree that is in precarious spot and really freaks me out, but she can always get back down and get back down safely. Sometimes she'll climb up one that's right on a cliff edge or goes out over the water, and I worry about her climbing down, but she never seems to stumble. She's really sure-footed. So when we got back to the truck from the walk is when I decided to make it all the way to the ferry terminal tonight. I looked at the map and there was another 2-hour or so drive to do, and because she was so tired out, I knew she'd sleep the whole time, and that's alright. And looking at the clock too, I knew that I could make it before the sun goes down. I've had lots of people warn me out here not to drive at night. It's far too dangerous. A moose can step out in front of you before you know it, and it's a lot different than back home. A deer can step out in front of you at any time, sure, but a moose is about 5 times the size of a deer, some of them. So I didn't want to drive at night, and I got thinking about tomorrow that if it's only a 2-hour drive back to the ferry terminal tomorrow, I don't really, I don't know, my thought process on it was pretty much that my best choice was to push through and get there by tonight and be able to wake up in the morning with a little bit of time to kill before catching it. The ferry leaves at 11:30 or noon or so, and you have to be there 2 hours early to get in line. So I didn't want to leave it up to chance. I booked my ticket right then and there, sitting in the parking lot in Corner Brook, and then I hit the road. And I forgot just how beautiful this side of the island is. I drove through it so fast before, and it was raining part of the time when I was coming east, so I didn't really get to see just how awesome these mountains are on the southwestern coast. I'd love to come back and climb one of them, though looking at them, it's thick trees all the way up and quite sheer sides. I don't know if they're climbable. Anything's climbable if you try hard enough, but I've learned already that I might think I'm a great explorer, but climbing a mountain is a bigger task than it seems when you get right down to it. These mountains, though, they're just beautiful to drive through. I'm really gonna miss this place. Can't state that enough. The roads got rougher and rougher as I got towards the end of the line in aux Basques there, which I suppose is because pretty much anyone who comes to the island, unless they take the really long ride over to St. John's, they all have to drive down this stretch, along with transport trucks too. As I got closer to it, a whole lot of traffic started coming the opposite direction towards me, and I realized they're most likely all fresh off of the ferry come here. So it's exciting to think about getting back to the mainland. As much as I'm enjoying the trip, I feel the pull to head home more and more. same way that the road was calling me before to go out further and further, the road's calling me now to go back. These mountains, it was raining when I came through, so I didn't get to appreciate them as well, but now with this clear sunny day, they're just amazing. Made it back with the sunset was in my eyes a little bit, and I parked up at the Canadian Tire, which is just minutes away from the ferry terminal. So it'll be easy tomorrow, but I feel sad to leave this place. There's a lot of things that I didn't check out. I could spend a whole year here, I bet, going on side trips down to different coastal communities. There's more to see than you could see in a lifetime. But I spent about 2 weeks here and really got a good taste for it, and now I can say for sure that the rumors about Newfoundland are true. The people are just the greatest people you could meet on this planet, and the beauty of this place is unmatched. There's nothing quite like it.